Guys, today we're going to talk about something awesome. The 2008 Revo Platinum Edition. This thing was introduced in 2008 as a kit only, and it was a race car. And also we're going to talk about Visa, my dog, because he's everywhere you want to be. So guys, to make sense of all this Revo stuff, you got to kind of start from the beginning. So the beginning was 2004. And in 2004, what you got is a short chassis, brand new car, brand new chassis, monocoque chassis, always in blue. You got your OptiDrive, you got your long servo box, you got reverse, OptiDrive, you got the GTR shocks, you got a 2.5 because again the 3.3 didn't come out till I think 2006. But this is a decent example, not a great example, because it doesn't have the 2.5, it's got a 3.3 in it. But this is what you got from 2004 to 2005. 2006, and this is a really good example, you got the extended chassis. So they extended it right here, 30 millimeters. So a longer wheelbase, 3.3 comes out, you start getting your twin steering servos, you get these beautiful tires, but this is what you got in 2006. Now these things were dominating the racetracks. You got to remember, back in the day, you couldn't really throw a rock and not find a track to run an RC car at. Nowadays, not quite so much. Another thing to note, guy, what makes a Traxxas after 1999 was Easy Start. And after 99, as far as I know, the only way to not get an Easy Start, you either got a Revo Platinum, which was bump start, or you got a Traxxas Sport Max, which was pull start single speed, but that was like your wish version of the T-Max. So yeah, guys, in 2008, you got the Revo Platinum, which was a kit. 650 bucks. You got everything you needed except for a radio and a transmitter. It's super cool. Let me show you what a Revo Platinum actually is. I'm going to show you what this Revo Platinum is, and by the end of this video, I'm going to show you what a Revo Platinum actually is. So what this was your 30 millimeter extended chassis, platinum coating. Let's turn this bad boy around. It will say Revo 2008 Platinum Edition on the chassis, so that was your chassis. It's going to have the Shorty Slayer radio box. It's going to have 3 2075 servos, 2 steering. Now normally you got 2070s and you got a 2056 for a steering servo. This thing came with 2075s all the way around. You got a 3.3 engine. Now this one's rough as a stucco bathtub. It might be good, but they were backplate engines. They weren't easy starts, they weren't pull starts, they were bump starts. I got my bump start hiding over there. They came with a spring header versus the bolt-on header. I don't have the right one, but I do have an OS header that we're going to use today. They come with the GTR shocks. They come with the red links. They come with the 17 millimeter hubs. All the rest of them were 14 mil hubs with the 8 mil lug nuts. These were the big hubs. You got your standard 150cc gas tank. You got the black chrome bumpers that say TRX on them. You got the carbon fiber wing, and you've also got the adjustable wheelbase. This one doesn't have it. We're going to change these control arms, but I'll show you when we do this thing what those control arms actually are. And you also got the Shorty Slayer servo box for your throttle servo, because again, you didn't have reverse. You also got a center diff inside this transmission, and check it out. You got front brakes, you got rear brakes. So this thing was pretty special. Again, this thing was a race car. But what we're going to do today, guys, we are going to restore this Traxxas Revo Platinum Edition to its original form. So guys, I've amassed a couple parts for this project, so let me show you what I got. Traxxas still sells the Platinum Revo clear body. I'm not going to paint it today, but I'm going to paint it. There's a couple pictures on AMain of what this thing, like box art, would have been for the, the advertisement. But I got a new roll bar, I got a new skid, I got new body mounts, I got new brake pads, I got rebuilt kits for my pivot balls, I've got all new control arms, I got some extra pivot balls, brand new. I got some rear hubs, because I don't know what's up with these rear hubs. Oh yeah, they're RPM. I got a new black Stinger, I got a couple sets of brake pads, I got a slipper clutch. I don't know why there's another air filter there. I got the original Traxxas tires on for this thing, the original Traxxas. Now this thing has them, but somebody painted them black. They still sell the carbon fiber wing. I got new 2075 servos for it. I got some new GTR shocks. I'm not sure I'm going to use those because these things are supposed to be platinum colored bodies. I got the 40 millimeter flywheel, new fuel tank, new clutch bell, new clutch. I got a brand new silver pipe. Did I mention the 40 millimeter flywheel? The 40 millimeter is for the bone start. I got a power up, I got a new backplate, and I got a new transmitter. So guys, I'm not sure I'm gonna film all this, but I'm gonna try to film quite a bit of it. I mean, nobody wants to sit through a 35-minute video on a build. So guys, the biggest thing I'm trying to get rid of, it's got RPM arms on the back. It's got a broken Traxxas arm on the left front. It's got an RPM on the right. It's the RPMs take hinge pins. And again, I want an absolutely original Revo Platinum for the collection. Hi, Herbert. All right, guys, so the first thing we're gonna do with this thing, we're gonna blow the ass end off this thing, which means we're gonna take out the rear bumper carrier, and we are going to take out the engine. And then we are going to go ahead and get out our entire rear suspension. And guys, the biggest piece of advice to you guys if you're gonna do this, well, got it. Eat more Chinese. These cups are amazing. And this thing, I'm actually gonna leave the muffler on it. Then we're gonna disassemble this for the hardware. Then we're gonna remount the wing onto the rear engine mount. And also this way I could flip it. That wing's not in horrible shape. It's gonna wind up going on something else. But for now, we just want the rear hinge pins out so we can get the drive shafts out. I'm sorry, did I call it drive shafts? I meant to say rear axles. All right, guys, so I'm gonna knock this out and I'll be back when I'm at the next step. And guys, just like that, engine's out, both rear suspensions out of the way. We're gonna harvest these 17 mils out the end of it. Everything's blown apart now, and we are gonna put new Lumadave axles in it because I would really no more want to nail my nuts to this chair than have to change out these little boots. These things are a pain in the ass without ripping them. So after this, guys, what we're gonna do, we got our power up engine, we got our back plate. Let me get ready for that. I'm gonna show you how to put the back plate on. It's real simple. All right, guys, for the back plate, all you're gonna do is take your pull starter off. Save these screws. They're fun to find if you need them. It's kind of an odd length. It's like a 7.6 millimeter. You can use a little bit longer, but those will work too. We're gonna go ahead and take this pull starter, guys. We are going to add this and this one-way bearing to my collection of Traxxas pull starters and one-way bearing. And that was the cool thing about the Power Up program is you always wound up with an extra one-way bearing if you needed it. You didn't always need it. Basically 4 screws on your back plate. Don't lose those screws because you are going to reuse them. You're going to gently take your back plate and your starter drive off. Now on your back plate it's pretty simple. You got cutouts for your piston, but also you have TRX on the back. And as long as your TRX is pointed up, get that little bit of snap here. As long as that's pointed up, you are golden. Let me screw this together. We're going to get on to the next one. Well, guys, we're going to learn together. You see where that starter shaft engages that little pin right there? I'm going to have to blow this motor apart and grind that pin off of there because there is not enough room for this back plate to go in all the way. So let me get this thing apart. I'll be back. And guys, a little pro tip on these Traxxas. Grab a Sharpie before you pull the head off and just give it a mark. Because you got 5 different places you could put this cylinder head when you put it back on. That when you go to put it back on, you know what direction the head is, because what you basically want, you want all these ribs to line up, and these ribs are so you can get to the motor mount bolts. Man, she is party. I mean, there should be a head shim here, or is it on here? Oh, the head shim is stuck to the head. All right, guys, let me get this crank out, and I'll be back. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. It's this little piece of the crank here. I'm gonna go take it next door to my auto repair shop, fire up the grinder. I'm just gonna grind it off, brake clean it down, get all the debris off of it, and I'll be right back. And guys, that's what it's look like when you're done. You're just gonna flush it, make sure there's no burrs on it, make sure it's nice and flat. Let me go ahead and pop this motor back together. And guys, when you're done, she's gonna be nice and flush. And your back plate will also be nice and flush, and there'll be just enough squeeze in that cheese to compress that O-ring. Let me button this thing up. All right, guys, so I got the 40 mil flywheel on there, which is your bump start flywheel. I was going to change out the clutch bell, but hear me out. This clutch bell's got the big 6 mil bearings. The other one's the 4 mil. Backplate, I'm just leaving that air filter on right now for cleanliness, but you want to see something cool? So this is little black marks right there. These are those German bearings I got off Amazon. I got a couple tubes of them, and we're going to be here all day watching this thing spin. This thing these bearings are butter smooth. Then slowly, as it starts to slow down, you start to see the black marks that I put on it in probably about 10-15 minutes. But for the sake of a not boring video, we're just going to stop it. But those bearings are pretty awesome. So I'm going to go and get the engine back in. I'm going to start building up the rear suspension. Guys, check this thing out. I got the control arms on. I got the new axles in. I got the new hubs. I had to scrounge a set of rear toe links because, well, the RPMs were hinge pins. Obviously, engine exhaust is in, so I got the wing on. All the body mounts are replaced. So next thing we're going to do, guys, is put the tank in, and we're going to change the rollover bar. Yeah, so new Lumidave tank is in. The new fuel line's in. I got the rollover bar in. All that stuff's ready to go. So based from that radio box back, this thing is done. So up here, we're going to go ahead and swap out these upper control arms because I got, well, basically one broken glued upper control arm, and then I've got one RPM arm here. So I'm going to go ahead and swap out the body mounts, get rid of those Phillips head screws, get some fresh body mounts on there. Bumpers we're going to reuse, but listen, guys, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Guys, check this thing out. New body mounts, new axles, new control arms. Everything's nice and tight. I went ahead and got the radio in it. I'm not going to change the servos though, because all these servos are good. I'm not going to get rid of these 2075s, but I'm going to go ahead and just put them on the shelf and use them later. So let's get some wheels on this thing and see how she looks. Just check this thing out. New suspension. She's got new bearings. She got new hubs in the back. New engine, backplate, new exhaust system, new rear body mounts. I did go through the transmission. I packed that center diff with 20 mil, as you know, nobody told me to, but I wanted to. She is ready to go. Beautiful black chrome bumpers, which were actually debuted on this rig. But check me out. We're on a bump box. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna set you up on a stand. We're gonna warm the engine up. We're gonna see if we can get her running. All right, guys, so here we go. She's ready to go. I got the engine warmed up, and we're gonna do the right thing. I have here in my hand an 18-year-old bottle. I got this thing from Ricardo, and he told me straight up he bought a whole case of this stuff back in 2008. And it was $27.99 from Out of Control Hobbies. So what we're gonna do, this is gonna be a little bit longer clip, guys. I'm gonna take the cap off, and again, she is sealed. Grab a needle nose. No, that didn't work out too well. There it goes. Come on now. Take that off, and then we're gonna, oh yeah, she's got methanol in her. She will burn your nose. My question is what color is she? And apparently, she is, hold on, let's get a nice little gun. We're gonna go through a couple tanks on this thing before we take her outside. Traxxas 33 is blue like Traxxas fuel. I got 7 gallons of this stuff to go through, so I figure if I'm gonna burn it up, you might as well burn it up in a break-in. Not a brand new Revo, but a recently repaired. This was not a restoration, guys. This was let us just fix it up. Make it all it can be, make it a 2008 Revo Platinum. Let's go ahead and fill that tank up. Make sure our cap's down. Now the engine, guys, we're going to give it like another minute or so of heat. I've already gone through a full battery, so she's got some good temperature. She's about 130, 135 right now. And Haggard RC, if you're listening, this is a tickle bottle. You give it a squeeze, it shoots a little bit of fuel through the top. Now the advantage of that is if you're trying to prime an engine and you're going to do it through, you know, your big fuel bottle, you're probably going to go ahead and kind of ruin it. All right, so we're going to take this off. Loosen that plug just a little bit. Go with our low-C driver. And I was thinking to myself, I really wanted to start this thing with a Traxxas glow driver. Well, guess what? Traxxas never made a glow driver. Okay, we're on. Let's see if she'll do the thing. Make the noise. All right, let's go ahead and get her some actual prime through the tank. All right, that sounded pretty good. Looks like our fuel line has fuel. I'll give her another little tickle. Thing about the tickle bottle is you actually get a decent amount of control of how much fuel's going in. So we've got 3 heat cycles here right now. She's still pretty warm. Outside, its sun is up. You can't even look. It is warm. We're going to fire it up. I'm going to turn you guys around. I'm going to run it up and down the parking lot a couple times. It's not going to shift. It's a single speed. Remember, these things are forward only. And the crazy thing about these Revos is when they're on the boat box, you don't really push down on the back. You got to kind of rotate it back. Let's fire up and get her tires on the ground. This will be the first time, and we're going to knock the new off of these. What are these? Reactions, right? No, responses. Response pros. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love this rig, and this is something I've been looking for a very long time. But as this motor gets more broke in, she's getting faster and faster and faster and faster. But what I did notice is the brakes are starting to fade a little bit, so I got to take a look at those. I do have new brake pads for it. I just didn't put them on because they look pretty good. Listen guys, this thing is amazing. This is, to me, it is a pinnacle. It is a top tier. It is a holy grail rig for the collection. And as you probably figure out by watching my YouTube channel, guys, I'm looking to do better and better things. Listen guys, I will see y'all on the next one.